Hello everybody, live on in here, and yes, I'm sure some of you are for some odd reason rejoicing because the episode on the spinning myth that when you spin around in a circle and repair something or revive somebody is quicker when you're actually spinning.
Come this way, maybe.
Now, how in the world this myth got started? Well, I'll get into the origins of it, you know, like towards the end, but I guess let's right now just go ahead and start analyzing some clips and letting you guys see just what happens whenever we do and we don't spin. And just because it's a spinning myth, I decided I would make all the transitions spinning.
Thank you.
So, you're welcome. Anyways, I'm just going to play probably 4 clips here, one each of spinning and not spinning, and both revives and not revives. And then after we just go through and play these clips, we are going to go back and put them through a slow motion side by side, and we can figure out exactly what is going on. Now you've seen the spinning and not spinning revive and the 2 not spinning repairs on the drill. We're going to go into a spinning repair on the drill here, and then after that we will we'll do actually this nice little testing in slow motion so we can get our exact numerical values for each. But anyways, one thing I did have to remember, which is kind of what threw me off with the drill repairs for a while, and the revives for that matter, that I wasn't figuring out why things are matching up, is because drill health is like the length of the repairs differs depending on the amount of people you have in your game.
I gotcha.
I completely forgot about that as I was testing it, so that's why I finally figured out the variable that was messing up there. And as far as the reviving goes, whenever I was reviving different teammates, apparently some of my teammates had the faster revive perk, and some of them didn't. So that's why I got a little bit confused, I got a little delayed, and plus I've been getting clips for a lot of other videos that will be coming out soon-ish. So, thank you for your patience. So here we go with our slow motion side by side comparison, and honestly, boom, they are exactly the same. There was no difference in either one. I mean, I could show you clips like that all day, and they will never be different. In the case of spinning in a circle and reviving somebody, it is exactly the same. So moving on, here we are to the engineer drilling repairs, and I got 2 on the left of the ones where I'm not spinning, the one on the right where I am, and they're all in the exact same slow motion, and once again, exactly like the revives, they're all identical, every single one. I know why though, that it looks like when you're spinning, why it is actually repairing it quicker. So now that I have busted the 2 parts as to whether they actually help you revive or repair any quicker, I will get into the sayings of why people have actually started thinking this in the first place. Now, back in the day, whenever I first started to play Call of Duty, I played Modern Warfare 2 is my very first CoD ever. Really, at least to play it online. I used to love CoD 3. But anyways, CoD Modern Warfare 2 was like my absolute, very, very first Call of Duty, especially post-injury, post-paralysis. And I never really played, the search and destroy mode or anything like that very often. So, whenever I had started playing that is when I heard this rumor that, you're playing S&D, if you're planting the bomb, and if you spin in circles while you're planting it, it will either A, decrease the sound of your actual arming of the bomb, B, it will arm/disarm quicker, or C, I don't remember if it was, I think it maybe also major disarming of it quieter. I don't know, but that was my very ever first, opening to the spinning in circle while doing something glitch. Now, they did have some actually truth to some of these glitches in the search and destroy games when they did come to the sound. I remember Black Ops 2 with them testing the whole spinning in circle. Does it make a difference in the bomb sound and not the bomb sound? And there have been patches in the past in multiplayer where the exact same thing for arming and disarming the bomb and spinning in a circle. And it's carried over all the way back from the original search and destroy games and those times when they have had those glitches that did make things silent. And even in Call of Duty Ghosts, they have still had those myths in search and destroy. I mean, if you go to Drifter's channel, I mean, he's even tested those. I'm fairly certain he was the one that tested the spinning around while planting the bomb myths and doing all the sound tests on that. But that is where my very first hearing of the actual myths like that was. And then, I guess it was in a public match, I may have heard that reviving and spinning in a circle was, an actual helpful thing to do, or that, spinning in a circle while you're repairing the drill makes it quicker. And because, the people just tried it off automatically because of all the past Call of Duties, they've always had these rumors or glitches that made them actually, a viable rumor to have, because half the time they would actually have an effect until they'd patch it in multiplayer. So people are like, well, the same effect might apply in Extinction. And when they tried it, of course, you can see whenever you're spinning, that bar will jump. It looks like it's jumping up, and it looks like it's going faster. Whenever someone first told me about this, I did it and I looked, and I honestly thought that it looks like it's going quicker. And then I would do it more and more, and I realized as time went on, something was a little weird about it, because say my teammate went down at the very, very end of a hive, and I would run to get I'd run to get his tag. So he bled out. It's the end of the hive. I had to kill everything so I didn't die, and I would run to get his tags. I went, and whenever I was spinning in a circle to revive his tags, I noticed that it did not jump any. It didn't have that little glitchy jump like it normally did in the middle of a battle. And well, of course, when you're repairing the drill, it's almost always going to have some sort of cryptids around you. But what actually makes it look like that is the fact that whenever you're doing it and you're spinning in that circle, you have the auto aim. The auto aim that, if you spin in a circle normally not doing anything, it's going to slow down if you pass over an enemy. And that does not disable whenever you're actually repairing or reviving somebody. So when you're spinning in that circle, and then you're spinning quicker, and then you start spinning slower because, an enemy has came into your view, and then you start spinning faster again, it actually, with the way the actual glitch, the frame rate glitch is what causes that to happen. There's a small frame rate glitch in it, and it honestly to goodness looks like it is going quicker. And really what happens is, you have that, and you're spinning, it jumps forward a little bit, and then jumps back. You can barely see the jump back. It really actually doesn't jump back, and it really just pauses, but that's what happens. It doesn't actually give you any jump in time. All it does is make your bar jump forward and stop for a second. And that's really the only thing that it does. It doesn't do anything else. So, if you want to keep spinning around and reviving people, that's completely okay. That's your choice. If you really seriously do not believe it whenever I say that it doesn't change it, despite, I showed you the footage. If you think I'm some conspiracy guy that's making it all edit to look like it's supposed to be that way and whatnot, no, I'm not going to be one to do that. But it's just, it really doesn't do anything realistically. But if it's an aesthetic thing, or it just makes you feel like you're doing it quicker, like a placebo effect in psychology that they talk about a lot, then by all means go ahead and spin in circles and revive. The one thing that's still good about that is whenever you're spinning in circles and reviving somebody, as long as you have a riot shield on your back, a lot of the times that's giving your back a little more coverage whenever you do spin. Because there's going to be different enemies coming at you from different ways. So the logic behind it is not completely stupidly, well, that doesn't make any sense at all on why you do it. And from that kind of a standpoint where, okay, this could, help save my back from a few blows, then yeah, it's a perfectly logical reason to do it. And I mean, I find myself, sometimes spinning around to where I feel there's more aliens. That's a very, very logical thing to do. However, if you're going to do it only for the fact that it's going to speed things up, there's honestly not a purpose to doing it. Anyways, guys, that was just kind of my 2 cents, as they say, on that whole myth and how it came about. What's actually good about spinning, and the other part of it that really honestly has no effect on anything. I hope you enjoy the commentary. I hope I finally have busted this myth for all the people that out there that do think that this works and that it is a thing in Extinction, like an Easter egg in Extinction. That it's honestly not. If anything, the Easter egg is making your bar jump and making you think that, and that would be the Easter egg. The joke's on you. It wouldn't be the other way around. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. I do have another new episodes coming this week. I've got on the line, I think, someone. Okay, this is where I kind of need some of y'all's input. Someone asked me if I could figure out the most damages for like pretty much each weapon in Extinction, which I will do. I have no problem doing it. The thing is, I don't want to end up getting every single weapon and taking the time to do it and then putting it in one video. Now, if you guys want to wait that long for me to put every weapon in one video, then that's what I will do. But if you'd rather me do 2 or 3 weapons at a time and figure out their damage in this compared to their damage, just go over the strengths, their weaknesses, what ammo each gun itself is good with, and what ammo each gun itself is bad with. Like for instance, the L1f3. If I ever use the L1f3, which I was doing this as a challenge to somebody, that they challenged me to do this, so I said bring it on, I'll do it. But Incendiary is much better with the L1f3, and I can figure out its actual damage per bullet and all those different things, and I plan on doing that. I just want you guys' input on, do you want it in one huge video, which will take me a couple weeks to 3 weeks to do all of them, or would you rather me do a few at a time? Anyways, guys, just leave down in the comments what you'd rather me do. And thank you for watching. Thanks for all the subscribers. If you're new to watching any of my videos, I have a lot of the armory upgrades done. I have other myth series like this, of course. If you enjoy it, that's just great. That's great, because helping people learn is all that I really enjoy doing. If you don't subscribe, that's fully okay. Like I said, as long as you learn something, that's the main part for me.
Thank you.
So this is Life On In here, guys, and I am out.